Yo. Welcome everybody back to the SNL pod. We are in round one of the playoffs. And before we continue, I am your humble host, KxngTrizz, along with my co-host,
Assistant Commissioner Slick.
And we are here to talk about some fantasy football. I'm going to just go straight into it, man. We had 10 players this league, as you guys already know, or for those who don't know. 10 players, 6 playoff spots. The first 2 ranked spots in each division gets a bye week, so they're not playing. 3, 4, 5, and 6 are going up against each other, and 4 people not making it. Now, so the 4 people not making it, we're just going to go over them real quick. We had JD Grams and Slick, over there, just looking at us. It was lackluster. Their points showed that they were non-playoff teams. 119.5 for JD Grams, 114 for Slick. Notable performances for Slick was Joe Burrow of 29, Dawdle with 14, Puka with 17. Tyreek didn't do what he did last week, unfortunately. John Smith 19.5, and at least the Baltimore defense 9.5. So that was pretty good. On the other side, for JD Grams, you had Cook with 26 points from Buffalo, 2 touchdowns. Tua was terrible, 17.5 points. Shakir 15. Judy 21.5. Judy's been great. If anybody has him on a playoff team, they're gonna go off with him. And the kicker Aubrey 15 points, man. Both of these guys scored low, but it doesn't matter. It's a consolation bracket. They're basically fighting to not be last and not get a last place trophy. That's what it is. Moving on to the other 2 teams again, showing that maybe they really didn't belong in the playoffs, man. Them boys and C Blizzy. Them boys 123.5 beating C Blizzy 97.5. Notable players for them boys was the rookie Jaden Daniels, 36 points. Smith Nigma, 18 points. He's been great. DJ Moore, 14 points. Rashad White, 13.5. And McLaughlin, the kicker, 18 points as a kicker. It's amazing. Playoff teams wish they had a guy like that. On the other side for C Blizzy, we had nothing good going on because Brock Purdy had 10 points. Waddle got injured and he had 0 points. The defense was his highest scoring player with 18 points. So there you have it, 123 to 97.5. Let's go to where the action actually took place this week.
So yes, as Commissioner Trizz said, that the top two teams have the bye. Top team was Thelonious Punt and Team Donnie, so they did not play this week. The teams that were playing were Pico de Guapo and Houston Boy and Central C versus Nicodamus. The first game we'll get into is Pico de Guapo and Houston Boy. Houston Boy going against the first champion of Saturday Night League and ended up winning. So no longer is Pico de Guapo hunting for the trophy, hunting for the ring for a second. Yeah, he cannot two-peat. So the champ is out. Houston Boy won 155 to Pico de Guapo's 121. Standout performers on Houston Boy's team. Josh Allen, 52 points. Again,
Crazy.
we said it for weeks now that we clowned him for picking up a quarterback round 1 in the playoffs and
in the draft.
52 points after 2 weeks ago having 60-something points.
Yeah.
So, and he won in the playoffs. And a big part of that was because of Josh Allen. So, you know what? Shout out Houston Boy.
You know what I realized though, real quick? His team is really Josh Allen heavy when it comes to points.
Yeah.
Last week, his team scored 100 points, and Josh Allen 62 brought him to 160. This week, his team basically scored 103 points. Josh Allen's 52 brought him to 155. So if Josh Allen has a regular 30-point game, that might be trouble for him. But you can keep going.
It might be trouble for him, but we'll get into why that might not happen. He has Jones with 18.5, Brown 26 points, McClunkin 16.5, Hopkins just with 8.5. I don't know how to Freyermuth, 11 points, HN 14.5, and that's the standouts for him, as Teddy discussed. Yep. Josh Allen gave him the bulk of his points. Yeah, just without him, it's 103. So a regular quarterback day, maybe he's still winning in the higher 120s, but
yeah,
He got
Definitely.
Josh Allen, and he was smart for picking him up. On the other side for Pico, Hall had 13 points. James Conner, 30.5 points. Jamar Chase, 18 points. Laporta, 18 points. Nico Collins with 17.5 points. And those were the standouts. I know Brees Hall had 13 and his defense negative 0.5 points.
Yeah, he
Not
lost that
enough.
game with the quarterback. That's where he lost that game. 11.5 points, Kyler Murray. Even if he had put in his bench quarterback,
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins, even if he had put in Kyler Murray, bench quarterback, that's only like 10 more points he's getting, which in 130. He really lost that in the quarterback battle because these other teams, they did pretty good. I mean, outside of Juwan Jennings, everybody else had double digits. So.
Listen, I was telling Pico all season before the trade deadline, talk to me. I got a quarterback. I got two, and I was willing to give him Joe Burrow to give him that double up with Jamar Chase. I told him all season long, talk to me.
He would have to give up some good assets though to get Joe Burrow. Though you was trying to win too. You would have robbed that man.
Listen, I don't remember who. No, I don't think it was robbing. I think I was going to keep it fair. I was going to keep it as I give him a quarterback, and I take two players, one higher ranked and one mid range. That's what was my plan. But
here we are.
121. Here we are. Exactly. I just want to point out though, Houston boy. We talk about Josh Allen's 52 points. Do you see his Jared Goff on the bench?
59. Yeah, he was gonna eat no matter what that week.
The Lions are looking really good, and now it's translating.
Well, not anymore.
Fantasy.
Not anymore.
They just lost 2 games. Their second loss of the season.
No,
right?
they lost everybody. Like they have like 20
injuries.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Monty's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Monty's gone, and Monty and Gibbs were like that's the backfield. Half of the line is gone.
Yes.
The defense is gone. They can make a splash.
Record wise, they're doing well. But because all these guys are gone, even on the defensive side, it's gonna be on Josh Allen's shoulders. So you might see another high performance from him because gotta throw the rock.
You mean Jared Goff?
Who did I say?
Josh Allen.
They say Josh Allen, Jared Goff. But again, you got Josh Allen there. Yeah. Who's to say you even need to put Goff in? So
he's looking good next week. He's looking good next week because, as you said, Josh Allen's going against the Patriots.
His game over. Yes. Today I realized because I got Josh Allen in another league as my quarterback, and I am moving on to the second round in the playoffs there. And I realized that Josh Allen, he's playing the Patriots. As much as I'm a Pats fan, grew up in the area, I really hope he shreds that defense up because I'm trying to get another ring over there. So things are looking up for Houston boy for another high scoring game. So if he doesn't have Josh Allen in his lineup, I would be concerned. But I'm sure that he will. He definitely will.
Congratulations, Houston boy, for moving on to the second round. Pico, man, I'm sorry, but this is the end of your playoff run for the ring. Moving on to the other important match, Central C versus myself. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great displeasure that I announce to you that I did not beat Central C. Matter of fact, I got demolished. Now, we're going to talk about this, right? I scored 154 points. Now, by any stretch of any games this week, 154 points is really good, right?
Very.
You're winning most matches at 154. My team did well. I talked about my concerns of my team underperforming. They did not underperform. They did their job. I picked up Aaron Rodgers because I didn't have faith in Russell Wilson giving me the points needed, and I was correct. Aaron Rodgers, 37.5 points. Saquon Barkley, 9.5 points. Now, we all saw the game. Philadelphia's doing something over there, man. They purposely did not play this man the whole first half. Purposely. And when he was on the field, Jalen Hurts wasn't even passing to. There was like 2 times when he had direct touchdown passes. He made a real route to the left of the field, and everybody was focused on the right. This man had a clear path. He's like, nope. It was sad. 9.5 points, man. Imagine if he'd given me like
9.5, just 9.
9, yeah. Imagine if he'd given me 25. I could have a 170 point game. Alvin Kamara, went out in the early third quarter, 16.5 points. If he didn't go out, he was on his path to give me like 20 something. Like, my team did not do bad at all. Jefferson 20 points, McLaurin 26, Kittle, 10 points, but it's a tight end. You know what I'm saying? Robinson 11.5 points, the defense 17 points. You know what I'm saying? On the bench, Montgomery went out, so I'm glad I had him on the bench. And Neighbors, had I put Neighbors anywhere in, like, I wasn't gonna put Neighbors in any position except Jefferson's position. So
Never. I would say
no,
Robinson.
I mean Robinson. I'm sorry, because that's a flex position. So
Right.
maybe I could have gotten 13 more points there, but still, that wasn't enough. My team put up 154 points. I am not angry at that. I'm disappointed that I lost. I'm not angry. However, Central C found it within himself to have his best game all season. His best,
Not only his best game of all season, his best
game
game.
ever in fantasy.
Not only that, anyone's best game. He had the best game so far in 2 seasons of this league.
Central C, ladies and gentlemen, scored 201.5 points.
You got to hand it to him.
I got to give it up to the guy.
Whoa. Oh, my goodness.
Hey.
Whoa.
That's what you give it.
Yeah, I don't know about, I don't do any of that.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's
Hey.
what you.
Hey, hey, yo. Nah.
Hey, you said it. Your words. That's crazy. You let him beat you that bad. That's what you. Anyway, let's move on.
That's crazy. This man, Baker Mayfield, 38.5 points. That's normal. Gibbs, obviously 28 points because Montgomery went out. He carried a heavier load. Mike Evans in the second half took off, 36.5 points. Amazing stuff. Devontae Adams in the second half took off, 42.5 points. Bowers, who I expected to go off for 30. I thought this man was going to score 210, 220 points, but that didn't happen. Bowers, 6.5 points. CeeDee Lamb, 26.5 points. The kicker, 14 points, 201.5. The best game he's ever played in his life. That being said, man, I'm not even mad, bro. This is fantasy. Like I said last week, anything could happen in fantasy. My hopes and dreams was to run for his whole family and meet Pico at the mountaintop. Well, the only part of that dream is going to come true is that I'm going to meet Pico next week. We're not at the mountaintop, but we somewhere on the mountain because we made the playoff. But
No, relax. You made the playoffs. You can't hold on to that anymore.
Bro, you didn't even make the playoffs. Don't let's not.
And we both are about to have the same amount of rings this season.
You right. You're right.
But I will say this: I was rooting for you to lose because you were disrespectful. I thought you were disrespectful to Houston boy, not even looking at him, playing Pico. I thought you were disrespectful to Shea, looking at Pico again. You're only focused 2 rounds ahead. But I will say I do feel bad a little bit because Saquon was healthy, man. You don't want. It's one thing to see your guys underperform. It's one thing to see, if they get injured and get taken out the game, but to not even put him in when he's healthy and like he didn't have a chance. And I mean, you probably still might have lost anyway.
But I could put up like 170, bro. I could have put up.
You could have been in 170s. You could have been in the 180s.
Yeah.
There was my alarm for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did feel bad a little bit because, you want to compete and powers not in your control did not allow you to compete. So
it's fantasy. It happens.
I did apologize when I was I was laughing. I was cheering your defeat on, but after, upon further review, it sucks. So
I'm not, bro. Again, like I said, I'm not tripping, man. At the end of the day, like I said, I scored 154 points. Like in any other time, I'm like, yo, my team is doing good. But my team did not disappoint me once all season. So for me, even though I'm not getting the ring, I failed in that department. My team was a successful team all season. They did not fail me once.
I agree.
My lowest scoring was 121.5. I've never played that well in fantasy ever. So kudos to my team, man. You guys did well. You fell short, but you did well, man. And Central C, like I told you, don't have your best performance against me just to lay an egg next week, bro, because I'm a clown. 3 of my losses this season was dudes having their best performances at the time against me. Like dudes turn up to play my team. My losses were not slouches, bro. Like Cats was turning up to beat me.
And all
And
your losses, you put up good points. So
yeah, it
there's
is what it
literally
is.
nothing you could have done. You put
There's
in
nothing
your
I could have
best
done.
lineup.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
who's
So
this? Wilson is he a running back? No, he's a quarterback. Yeah, you
yeah,
don't have another running back that could have.
nah,
Yeah, I'm not putting in Montgomery over Saquon. No one's putting anyone over Saquon. So
yeah, yeah.
like we
So
discussed last week, your downfall would have been mismanaging, and you did not mismanage. It was just
yeah, I picked the best people for success, and Central C just had an amazing game. They were successful, I would say to me. I thought they were successful. Central C just had a more successful game. Anyway,
yeah.
looking at what we have moving on, we have Team Donnie. She had a bye, but just for the numbers, she scored 139 points, even though she really didn't. Well, I don't know because her lineup looked like the lineup she would have gone with had she been an actual match. Jalen Hurts 40 points, Bijan Robinson 14, Drake London 14, T Higgins 19.5, McBride 17.5, Jacoby 10.5, Jake Elliott the kicker. So her team, 139.5, that's decent. We talked about anything over 130 is a decent week. She could have only she would have only beat Pico,
I was about to say she's second lowest in the playoffs, so that's
yeah.
not a
So the bye
good.
week was good for her. Then we have Felonious Punt. The bye week was great for him because Cup scored 0. You know what I'm
But
saying? And he said maybe he might not have put Cup in, but you never know. You never know. Game day
he didn't.
decisions.
He probably didn't even need him. The only person who would have beat him would have been Central C, so he's still in a good spot too. He's
Yeah.
scoring
He scored
181.5.
181.5. That's crazy.
So
Lamar Jackson
yeah,
46, Jacobs 21, Sam Brown 37, AJ Brown 25, Sutton 12, the defense 19. Come on.
yeah. So
He
Thelonious
is the
Punk
number 1 team in the league, There's that.
for a reason, and we see
Yeah.
he's number 2 in points for this round 1, but he
hmm
had to buy, so it didn't matter.
Moving forward, we have the second round, the only games that matter. Houston Boy against Felonious Punt, Central C versus Team Donnie. My question to you is, which matchup are you looking forward to the most?
Well, as we said, they are both important.
Yeah.
There isn't a game that's more important than the other. But me personally, I like them for 2 different reasons before I answer your question, because Central C and Team Donnie, siblings. So someone in that family is making the finals, no matter what the outcome is. So
Central C
congratulations.
Central C has never beaten Team Donnie.
This is true as
So
well. But he's also never beaten you.
that's what I'm saying. He better turn up or else clowning him.
That's true. And Houston Boy and Thelonious Punt, I am interested to see, one, if Houston Boy can do the upset, but at the same time, if Thelonious Punt can continue his dominant point spread.
Yeah.
So this would be, in my eyes, Thelonious Punt's game to lose
Mm-hmm.
if he doesn't put up a lot of big numbers. Because Houston Boy, we know he can put up high numbers. He put up what did he put up last year? 155. Week prior, he put a 162, 161.
Yeah, he's been putting up
So
numbers.
Thelonious Punt has to put up in the 160s and the way
Yeah.
things are trending for Houston Boys. So, I think I want to go with Houston Boy and Thelonious Punt just because Thelonious Punt is the number 1 team and he's going to have to prove it against number 4 Houston Boy if he wants to make it to the finals.
Yeah.
This is no shade, I know he's going to watch this and think it's shade. It's not shade. It's just analytics.
We're just
Right
looking at the
now,
numbers. And the
looking
number
at the
says
numbers.
Houston Boy got it.
Okay, relax. I didn't say that. You might have, but I was saying right now
the
right
history of
now the numbers say it has to be in the 160s.
yeah.
So does Thelonious Punt have a 160? Because we have seen him put up a very bad game before.
He has. Yeah. So his prior game was 115, and his game before that was 139. His game before that was 149. He did score 181 in week 11. It's been 3 weeks since he scored that. Yeah.
I guess he didn't go as low as I thought he did, but he had
That 150,
two
the 115 was
150.
fine too.
Yes, 115 and the 121 are standouts. His
Mhm.
only two losses, but he can't afford those numbers. I don't think against Houston boy going into this week because he's on
I
fire
think
right now. He's
I
hot.
think it's gonna be a close match. I think it's gonna be a really close match. I think it's gonna be closer and more exciting than Team Donnie versus Central C. And
Yeah.
the reason why is that as much as Central C dropped 210 to a 1, Central C also is the team that has like the most up and downs in the league this season. You know, this man scored 59 points. This man holds the record for the lowest score in the league and the highest score in the league at
It's
the same
talent,
time.
I guess, in the
It's
same
talent.
season.
That's talent. That takes a lot of talent to do
That's a
that.
lot of turnaround. Good for him.
Yeah, good for him. Like, so he has boom potential, but he also has a lot of bust potential too. So Donnie is a little bit more consistent. Now Donnie's been a better team overall, um, and we'll just see how that matchup goes forward. But I don't think it's going to be as excited as I feel like the highest scoring matchup is going to be Houston Boy versus Thelonious Spud, and as of right now, I think the champion comes out of that matchup.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you instead of game of the week for my version is who do you think makes the finals out of these teams? And you're saying that it's at least you're saying the champion will be one of them.
I think the champion is either Houston Boy or Thelonious Spud.
Interesting. Who do you think they'll play in the finals?
That's tough. I don't know. I don't know. That's tough. I know Thelonious Spud's team has been consistent. If he doesn't do what he does, that's an anomaly because he's been consistent all season. Houston Boy has moments where he's just a really good team. Donnie's been really good, but she hasn't been like extremely high scoring good all the time. Even though I will say she's been better than Houston Boy for most part of the league, so there's that. But as of recent, she's been okay. Central C's, like I said, it's up and down, so it's really hard to tell how though Tawny's team and Central C's team are going to perform as for putting up numbers and getting a win. Whereas for Felonious Buddy and Houston Boy, I know that more than likely they are going to put up big numbers.
All right.
But
So
then again, it's fantasy.
you're saying any of these teams can make the finals, but the winner will be
I
Houston
think
Boy or Thelonious Pond.
Felonious Buddy, man. That's what I think.
It's not a bad take.
Nah.
It's not a bad take. For some reason, I don't know. I see Houston Boy maybe doing an upset just because, but again, this is no shade, no hate, but I don't know.
Yeah, we'll
Well, I
find out.
guess we're gonna find out next week.
Let's find out. Somebody's getting an early Christmas gift. Somebody getting an early Christmas gift.
And for New Year's, it's gonna be a new ring.
The black one.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm upset, bro. I wanted that ring.
Ah, yeah. I'm waiting for that.
I wanted that ring, bro.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
it's a beautiful ring, bro. It's a beautiful
When did I
ring.
tell you? I told you wearing the ring and touching it when it's not yours is bad
Dude.
luck. Everyone knows this in the world of sports. You don't want to touch the
Man,
trophy before it's time.
I'm the commissioner, man. It gotta go from my hands first.
I understand that, but once the playoff starts, you got to put that down.
Yeah.
So now, what does that make you? That makes you 1-2 in the playoffs.
That makes me 1-2 in the playoffs. That is correct. Yes.
Dang. Central C has a better record than you right now, 1-1.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see if it really goes further than that.
What if Central C wins, man? You gonna crash out?
Nah, because he dropped 201 on my tip, man. I can't crash out, bro.
I know, but he's your op. He's your rival forever.
Nah, you know what? He's not even that much of a. You know who my real op was Felonious Spud.
Yeah, 2 seasons in a row.
That was my real part. I wasn't looking at anybody but Felonious Spud. Unfortunately,
Such a shame.
when you're only looking at one person, other people looking at you, man. Central C was aiming for me all season. You know, let him tell it. He always says I'm his biggest op.
I'm surprised you wanted to see Pico. I understand you guys are,
So
there's the
the reason why I
rematch of
say
last
Pico,
year, but
it's because of that. It's not because if you know what I'm saying, like in terms of having a storied history, you know. For me, I was like, yo, if it's anybody I want to see in the finals, obviously you always want to see yourself in the finals. It's Pico because we were there and he beat me in the finals. So if I want to beat him again, it has to be in the finals. That's the only reason. It's not because I was like, yo, Pico is definitely gonna make it and he's the best team or I'm the best team, yada yada yada. It's just for me was like that's the story that I was looking forward to. That's the story I wanted. Redemption at the finals. Unfortunately, we're not getting that, but it is what it is.
For me, I would have thought you would have said Thelonious Punt because he's like you discussed. He's your op from last season and this season as well,
Yeah,
keeping that first round bye away from you, and
yeah.
that would have been a
We basically
storyline
just
there
we,
too.
we switch. It's funny because Felonious Pun and I switched roles last season because the same thing happened. You know, it went down to the final game. I got the bye. He got bounced in the first round, and I went up to the finals. So if he on the opposite end of my run, he's gonna make the finals and lose. If
I
he's
don't
on the
know.
opposite end of my run,
If
so
Thelonious Punt makes the finals, I think it's game set match.
no, but you know what's crazy? Not really, because week 16 they start resting players based on what teams they're on. Because if they're already secured, and a lot of teams have already, teams are already securing their playoff positions, like the Buffalo secured. So Josh Allen might start chilling.
Thelonious has Lamar Jackson.
I think they're good too, or are they fighting for like division still?
I don't know in real life, but
I don't know. I haven't been paying attention
I haven't
that
either,
closely.
man.
I was just liking the fantasy part and watching the
Same.
games live. Watching the games live is just just dope rather than seeing because and you know why? It's because the Patriots suck. So
Yeah.
if the Patriots were actually competing and they were gonna make the playoffs, then we'd be checking everything like, yeah, this is where we at, this is where we gotta be. But we suck.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
For projections, Houston Boy and both games are pretty close. Houston
Mhm.
Boy versus Thelonious Punt. As of right now, before waivers, Houston Boy is projected 134 points and a 46% chance to win, with Thelonious Punt projected 141 points with a 54% chance to win.
Mhm.
And on the other side, Central C projected 145 points with a 53% chance to win. And Team Donnie, 140, just like his punt,
Yeah.
141 points and a 47% chance to win. So on paper right now, Team Donnie and Thelonious Punt, the 1 and 2 teams in the league are pretty even.
Yeah.
So if they made the finals, that could be a good matchup there too.
On paper. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and right now, it looks like Central C could see either one of those teams with projections only. Again, we know projections aren't the full story, and anything can happen, things can change. These are the 4 teams. One of these two, half of these, or whatever. What am I trying to say? That a team from each side will be making the playoffs. So,
Yeah. Only four teams left. And 2 weeks to go in fantasy, man. It has
that's
been
been a
great.
good season.
Yeah, it's been good.
Good season. Pod's almost done. We'll see you guys until next year,
Yeah.
right?
hmm
At
Or
least
maybe a little bit before that, stuff might be coming down the pipeline. You never know.
might have a. Well, I'm not gonna say anything else, but
Yeah.
yeah, you never know. And coming up, we got a special guest pulling up. So KxngTrizz didn't want to do the his little intro
Hey,
that he
yo, that's
usually
crazy.
do.
That's
So
crazy.
I'm gonna have to take it on myself and do it. And I'll let you guys guess who might be coming on. I ain't gonna say anything else. So we'll see you guys in a little bit.
That's crazy.
All right, so welcome back to the episode, and we got a guest, a special guest. Like I said, KxngTrizz didn't want to do the outro or the intro to the guest, and here he is again, not wanting to introduce. So I will introduce, or let the guest introduce himself.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, as we live and as we breathe,
Oh
I
my.
am your notorious Central C. Let me pour some for the folks out there for the victory. Just like our club Shay Shay. Let me put the pinky up real quick. It's a toast to Teddy real quick. Teddy. Hey, I don't smoke because my lung messed up, but we drinking on that Teddy pack tonight. 201 points. We smoking on that Teddy pack tonight.
All right, nigga. Mhm.
All right, Central
Hold on,
C.
folks. There's a little bit I want to get off my chest before we get into the meat and bones of this. I don't know if you guys can hear my voice, but I'm going to read something real quick.
Go ahead.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not sure today. It said at 9:10 a.m. Teddy responded, "I don't give a F." His next message was, "I'm trying to see Pico for a rematch." That was at 9:11. And you know what he said? He said at 9:11 in the morning, "Y'all niggas don't matter."
Dang, he pulled out the receipt. Send me that so I can edit it in, yo. Send me that.
Matter.
Yo,
Ladies and
hey.
gentlemen, I would like to say, hold on. That's brought to you by LeBron James. This the Henny bottle, folks. The Henny bottle, folks. We have to bring out all the stops for this celebration right here. This is, honestly, might be as sweet as winning the ring. As long as this man right here, KxngTrizz, does not see any success, Central C is happy in his heart, deep down in his heart. Folks,
I told you, man. He sees me as his number one op.
I've never tasted victory that was so sweet. The only thing that's better than this is keeping Slick under my heels by him not beating me a single time in this league.
You see?
0-4, never beaten Central C, never done anything against Central C.
Thought I was the only one. You got it.
But here's the thing about KxngTrizz. I never beat KxngTrizz before. I've never beat him. I've never won a match against him. Not even close. I've never even come in close. But ladies and gentlemen, something was off this time. Was beating his chest too much. Too many people were against my team. Tyler said I was the worst team in the league going into the playoffs. JD, bastard. JD, KxngTrizz. He came out swinging, talking about he's going to be in the championship. His team don't fail. His team don't this. And granted, he put up 154 points. I don't want to say, I'm not trying to, I know the quote is a little different, but Teddy, your arms were just too short to box with Central C. You could not come up this time because 201. Ladies and gentlemen, I had 59 points this year. I scored the lowest and that I've ever seen. I'm not even going to lie. But my team, when they needed to show up, they showed up and they showed out and they sent him straight to fatherhood. He got another child he got to raise now. He don't got to worry about fantasy. Fantasy is off his radar. He clocked out. He a Pokemon player now with them Pokemon shoes. He got nothing to do with the fantasy space, and I love that because both commissioners are out and both of them suck. Both of them are trash, especially you down there scratching your chest. Especially you scratching your chest with that big beard. Yeah. You ain't never been in the playoffs. You ain't never seen playoff success. I want this to burn. I want this to hurt you because you had a solid squad all year. And that's the thing about your team. Your team, all the way to the end, was consistent. Consistency all the way to the end. But like I said, there are just some obstacles that are too hard to overcome. And Central C is the greatest, the best, the most talented, the greatest of all time. I am the best there is, the best there was, and the best there will ever be. Equally the worst and the best, somehow. And that's why you can't be like Central C. At the end of the day, you want to put that crown on, boom. So that's the problem. I told you stop touching rings before you even win the championship. You want to go around touching rings and lose, bro.
I did tell him that too earlier. I told him that's not bad luck.
On your finger. You want to go put rings on your finger that aren't yours, and then you want to go end up losing all the time.
Central C. We know you can go on all night talking about KxngTrizz and how much you hate him and how much you love beating him. But I will ask what is your thoughts going against your sister team, Donnie, in the second round of the playoffs?
I will remain humble until the very end.
Hey, yo.
I will remain humble until the very end.
You was humble last week before this match. Not humble against me right now. Then you gonna go humble against her? That's crazy.
I was humble against you when you were my opponent. But what did you show me? You showed me nothing but disrespect. But where are you? You got exactly what you wanted. You playing Pico in the consolidation round. You got exactly what you wanted. You want to play Pico on the mountaintop? Go play him on the top of trash because that's exactly what you're doing right now.
Oh man, this is great.
bro.
Exactly what you said you were gonna do. You playing Pico?
That's
Go play
listen,
Pico.
bro. I've been giving you props all pod. You when you
No,
realize
no,
that
no,
you,
no, 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 no.
I've been
I
giving
don't
you
want.
props,
Here's
man.
the
I
thing about you,
appreciate.
Teddy. Here's the thing about you. I don't want your props. I don't want nothing good you have to say about my team. I don't want you to say nothing. I don't want you to say nothing good. I don't want you to say thank you. I don't want you to say you did a good job. I
Oh my
want you
gosh.
to stay into the end to tell me my team is terrible. I want you into the end to tell me that you still facing Pico. I want you to keep facing Pico up until next year. That's what I want you to do.
You know what's funny about this, bro?
I
And
want to
I
hear
told you
nothing you have to
this.
say. No comedy. Nothing.
All this
I
talk,
want you. All right, all right, all right, all
all
right.
this talk means nothing if you don't win the ring. If Donnie slaps your
Cap,
chest again,
Cap,
I'm clowning you.
Cap, Cap. I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because according to them boys, I'm the worst team in the plaplayoffs. So I shouldn't be
That's
here.
them boys. They ain't got
There's
nothing
no,
to
That's
do with
no,
it.
no,
them
no, no,
boys.
no, no,
Didn't
no,
you
no,
just
no,
Yeah,
rash me
them
last time
boys
for
no, no,
saying,
no, no,
them
no,
boys
"Oh,
no,
them
didn't
no,
even
boys are
make
no,
so
the playoffs.
credible,"
It don't
no,
even
no,
and
matter.
now
no.
It
you
There's
doesn't
no,
quoting
matter,
them
bro.
boys?
no. There's no
Yeah, nah, this ain't got
There's
nothing to
no
do with them boys.
there's no expectations for me.
You said yourself
No
last
one
week on the pod.
believed.
You know what? I
No one
agree.
said I'm
I
gonna
am
be
the
here.
worst team coming into the league. You said that yourself.
Yeah, I am.
So then, what's your point? You contradicting yourself. All
You
I'm
I'm
set
trying
not
to
the
say is that
contradicting. I'm
expectation.
not contradicting myself. What I'm saying is, every single one of you that said I was a non-factor, all of a sudden are saying I'm a factor. I want you to keep the same energy from when I was a
actually, I'm gonna be
non-factor.
honest with you. I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't say you were a factor because you're not the one I'm thinking is winning the chip. I'm being real. But what I'm saying is,
Oh,
I
let me
hope
put the
you
next
win.
step on him.
I'm saying I hope you win because if not, 201 points don't mean nothing if you don't
Oh,
get that ring. Because you
here's
know
the
what,
thing,
we
Teddy.
both gonna be
Here's the
like
thing, Teddy.
Slick said, we both gonna be in the same place.
Here's the
No
thing.
ring.
Here's the thing,
So
Teddy.
what I'm trying to say is
Here's the
201
thing,
points
right? Here's the thing about what
don't
you're
mean
saying,
nothing
right?
if you don't win. That's all.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
That is a cop-out answer from a man who got beat.
How is that a cop out answer?
That is a cop-out answer from a man who got beat. That is a cop-out answer from a man who was beating his chest saying nobody
Wasn't
matters.
you
That
making
is a
excuses
cop-out answer.
all this season talking about Pico's trash, he really didn't beat you. That was you all season. And Pico took you out after you came out of the bye week. And then all season this season you're talking about Pico didn't really beat me, man. He only beat me
Hold
by
on, hold on,
3
hold on,
points.
hold
They
on.
ain't all that, da, 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 da.
I'm gonna look to my
That was
left.
you all
Hold on, hold on,
season.
hold on.
So if
Hold on,
you
hold
have
on.
the right to
Hold
talk
on, hold
that
on, hold on, hold on, hold
trash
on, hold on, hold on.
after you
Hold on, hold
lost,
on,
why
hold on.
can't I?
I'm gonna look to my left.
Come on.
I'm gonna look to my right. I don't see Pico in the
This
playoffs. I don't care what that nigga got to say. All I'm saying to you is that is a cop-out answer. You know what it
listen,
is?
man.
This
All right.
this is pain because you are realizing what it is to be a loser. It sucks because you thought last year you were going to have your redemption this year, and instead of being in the finals, you got knocked out in the first round by someone who you didn't even see. You didn't even see me going to the end. But you know what? You are out in the first round. You know what? We could have replaced your team with some of the consolidation people, and they probably would have put up a better fight than you. That's why your team, at the end
no.
of the day,
Nobody else in the consolidation could have beat me this week.
no one else in the
See, you just talking
Here's the
trash. You
thing.
don't
Wait,
you
wait,
didn't
wait,
even
wait,
look
wait,
at
wait.
the
The
numbers.
outcome would have still been the
The
same,
outcome would
though.
have been the same no matter who I played. It don't matter who was doing the football.
Sorry,
You
I
would
had
have
to.
beat anybody. Right.
I had to
So
say
we give
that.
you that. We give you that. You would have beat anybody. But anyway, man, all on a serious note, Central C,
No,
congratulations on the win, bro.
no,
Congratulations on
no,
the win. You did good.
no,
You went above and
no.
beyond. You did well.
I like what you said in the chat too. This man said passive aggressively, "Congratulations on putting up your most points ever." Nigga,
It is your most points ever. What
nah, I
you
don't want to hear
mean?
that from you. I hear that from you.
Ricky, Slick, tell this man congratulations on putting up his most points ever, bro. He probably don't want to hear from you either.
Congratulations, you put up the most points you've ever put up in fantasy football.
Almost 10 trash can man. I appreciate it.
You see? Nah, you see? That's crazy.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And I hope that
Bro.
next year, I'm not talking to Trizz no more. I'm talking to Slick down here. I want to see you. I hope that next year, you've gotten tired of the taste of losing and you come correct next year and actually have a team that's worth a damn. Because you out here taking up a roster spot for someone who could actually be competing. Niggas like you sick of me,
Listen,
bro.
just like KxngTrizz said, all this means nothing if you don't win the chip. So
But it
just
means
like
a lot.
last year,
It means a lot because for the rest of my life, I could be like, Teddy, remember when I dropped 102 points on your head and sent you back to parenthood? That's what I could tell him. I could tell him,
I
Teddy,
mean,
remember when you thought you were going to the finals? Remember when you thought you were going to see Pico and then you saw him at the pile of trash? That would have been nice.
if you don't win the ring,
Mhm.
you can say that, and I'm gonna look at you and said, you still have a losing record against me.
That's fake news.
What you mean?
There we
Yo,
go.
you see? Oh
Here we
my
go.
gosh, yo, you see? All right, bro. Like I said, bro, you better win.
Here's the thing.
You better win,
I'm
bro.
not
You better
underestimating any of
win.
my opponents. Team Donnie,
Mhm.
solid team. Been a solid team
This
all
man,
year.
you know what he about to do? He about to take her phone, drop all her players 2 minutes before the game starts.
Not a bad idea. Team Donnie, solid team. Solid team. She got good players.
Anyway,
No, whoa.
Yeah,
Who told you to
yeah.
cut off the notorious Central C when he is giving his monologue?
oh, now he's notorious.
Now you notorious again.
And I had to drop the
It's crazy.
notorious. But here's the thing, folks.
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to say something. If you go to the
you've been
beginning,
saying something since you got in there.
that's what you invited me for, isn't it? Once you
Oh
come
my
to the beginning of the season, for your very first pod, whenever I was on at the beginning of the year, I said this. This is back in the day when them boys thought they had a chance. I said this. I said, folks, I understand that me being undefeated didn't do anything for me last year. I need to just make the playoffs. That's what I was aiming for. I had some road bumps. As you know me, I made terrible trades. I gave up Derrick Henry. If I had him, probably real good right now. Not gonna lie. I'm not even gonna talk about the white boy from California because he hurt my heart. He hurt my heart in ways that I can't even understand right now. And then he had the audacity to go on video and say, "F your fantasy team."
You didn't need him. You dropped 210. I mean 201. You didn't need him.
Very nice for him to run in the snow, folks. But at the end of the day, next week we're gonna have to handle business again. Just like Kobe Bryant said, "Job's not done. Job's not done. There's nothing to be happy about. There's nothing to smile about." And if I go to the championship, I'm gonna see either two people. I'm gonna see either Phil or Chris. And Phil put up 181 points. He's not the team to scoff at. Josh Allen, great team. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, I want you guys to look at KxngTrizz in the eye and just know that every time he comes on this podcast and he's talking to you, this is a man who cannot deliver on his promises and he cannot back up anything because he cannot win. This is not a winner. You're not a winner.
And what? Touches wins that aren't his?
Rings.
Oh, rings.
Oh,
bad,
you
my
also
bad.
touching wins that aren't yours because you're not winning the wins that you said you about to win. So that goes too.
It's all good, bro. It's all good,
Is it
bro.
really?
It's all good.
Before we head out, I do have one more point. Maybe this is digging a deeper grave for KxngTrizz. He did say earlier that it doesn't matter if you or Team Donnie makes the finals because the winner of the finals is going to be either Houston Boy or Thelonious Punt.
I feel that's where it's happening. I feel that's where it's coming from. I feel like that's where it's coming from.
You know what, folks?
Thoughts on that?
Here's the thing,
I
right?
instigated that too. It's crazy.
I've been calling them this all year. I pay no attention to the SNL reaction channel. Okay? These are the guys that every time I make a trade, they jump to say something. Oh, I swindled someone, I robbed someone, I this, I that. And then in a couple of days it's like, oh, it's ain't nothing happened. You know what? Shay, you really lost. Shay, you're actually mad stupid for the trade you made. Oh, low key, Donnie won that trade. You know what? I'm used to this. I'm used to this. I'm used to them. And I understand there are things you just gotta let things pass. And then the same people that were telling me that I'm the weakest team in the playoff said they ain't got nothing to say to me now. Folks, sometimes you don't gotta speak for everything, folks. There are times you just gotta let things rock. Every single man in this thing thought they were gonna make it to the championship, and as it should be. But as we know, things happen in fantasy. I cannot say yay or nay if Phil or Chris is going to make it. I can't say if me or Don is going to make it. The only thing I know is that someone from the household is making it to the chip, and that's dope. That's all I can say. Either me or her. That's clean. I know there's another set of brothers that are going to be seeing each other in the pile of trash. That's funny. That's funny to me. At the end of the day, it's his opinion, and his opinion, it's his. I can't tell him yay. I can't tell him not to have one. All I tell him to do is buckle up. Just watch the ride. Because I know you're not there no more, so I ain't got nothing. Your opinion don't really matter that much. You know what? You set him players just for a standing now, just for a number, just to say that you didn't make it last place. Ricky, you better watch out because you might actually be last place. That's the problem with niggas like you. Niggas like you not doing the right stuff. You're not really tuned in, but it's okay. It's okay.
The season was over for me as soon as the constellation started, so I'm not paying attention. I don't really care. I just know that I will win one game in the constellation. I'm pretty sure that so I'm not worried about getting last place. But other than that, I don't care about any of that.
Anyway, that being said, Central C, man. Once again, congratulations.
No.
You're moving on to the next round.
No.
For your sake only, hope you make it to the finals and win. But that being said, this is the end of the pod, man. Thank you, Central C, for coming on. Again, I am your humble host, KxngTrizz, Slick over there, Henny God, Central C over there. Bro, what you got in that? I know that's apple juice. That ain't even real Henny, bro. That's too light. Henny's darker than that.
It is green tea, Arizona.
Where'd you get a Hennessy bottle from, bro?
Man, just know I have it.
Oh my God, I'm gonna tell Frank. Frank about to bust in your room and whoop your ass tonight, boy. What you doing to anybody? We will be back next week and find out if Central C delivered on its promises. Peace out.